Before this video starts, I just want to give a massive shout out to all my channel members. If you want to receive a shout out, then become a channel member today and you'll be shown on screen like all these other channel members here. Anyways, enjoy the video. In version 14.7, we get to see the return of the Street Fighter collab, and along with it comes some brand new units. One of the following units is Juri, a fighter who unleashes her merciless skills in South Korean taekwondo, but is her style of fighting able to leave a mark in the world of the Battle Cats, or will it all be for naught? In this video, I want to go over what she does and how well she can perform. The footage in this video is of a level 40 Juri. To see what Juri is able to do, the best place to start is to look at her stats. At level 30, she sports 44,000 HP and deals 36,500 damage, which is split into a multi-hit. Her first hit deals 21,250 damage, while her last two hits deal 7,650 damage respectively. This gives her a solid base 6,686 DPS. She also sports a standing range of 430, with 3 separate LDs for each attack. She lands her first hit between 1 to 431 range, her second hit between 75 to 505 range, and her third hit between 150 to 580 range. This means that all 3 hits land between 150 to 431 range. Like most of the Street Fighters, she's a fairly fast unit with a speed stat of 20 and a respectable 91.2 second cooldown and 4 knockbacks. She is also strong against Floating and Angel, as well as sports both Freeze and Slow alongside Colossus and Behemoth Slayer, as well as immunities to Weaken and Waves. Juri's kit is a fairly lengthy one, with all sorts of stuff that adds up to make a truly solid anti-Angel and Floating unit, as well as a Colossus Behemoth Flex unit. When it comes to targeting just pure anti-Angel and floating enemies, she sports a fairly solid 110,000 effective HP, allowing her to survive plenty of hits that come her way. She also sports a solid 65,000 damage if all 3 of her hits land with 12,000 DPS. Even if just the first hit lands, that's still a solid 38,000 damage. Her freeze and slow allow her to control the field against plenty of enemies, especially thanks to her piercing of 150 with her LD. The freeze uptime if all 3 hits land is around 31%, with it lasting 1.7 seconds, but if you throw on the extra slow, her effective CC uptime is around 75%, lasting 4.1 seconds. Her immunities against Weaken and Wave allow her to be an excellent option against plenty of floating and angel enemies who sport these abilities as well, such as Pigeon Disable, Plewan, Yukan, and even Wing Piggy. However, fighting pure angel and floating enemies isn't the only thing she could do. She also sports both Colossus and Behemoth Slayer, giving her much more flexibility against these enemy types. First is her matchup against Colossus enemies. At level 30, she sports 63,000 effective health and deals an effective 58,000 damage. When targeting floating angel Colossus enemies, these numbers get bumped up to 157,000 health and 105,000 damage respectively. In terms of non-target specific Colossus bosses, her best matchup is for Baron Seal, as her angel targeting allows her to control the angelic Gories, and in the event she gets hit by Baron Seal, she won't be weakened. For her 2 specific target bosses, Excel is easily her stronger matchup. Even outside of her angel targeting, her Weaken and Wave immunity allows her to survive for a long period of time. Wave immunity helps make the Boar Jr. and Mr. Mer much easier to handle, and Weaken immune allows her to stay at full strength in the event she is hit by Excel. Against Megamuth on the other hand, she struggles quite a bit there due to a number of factors. The first is that she cannot handle the zombies present, especially due to a lack of negative piercing. Second, the Professor A present quickly shreds her health. As for Megamuth themselves, while they barely hurt Juri, they still outrange her thanks to their Omni Strike, allowing them to get chip damage and push her back. Recently, another Angel Colossus boss was added, this being for Jumbo Jones. For every stage except for the final one, she is a fairly strong damage option against the boss. Although keep in mind that the boss is immune to freeze, so she won't be able to stop their attacks unless they get knocked back. For the last stage, the stage design itself incentivizes the use of more rushdown units like Iddy and Bahamut to quickly take care of Old Horn. Old Horn makes it fairly difficult to let her land a ton of damage, even with the piercing. There's also Lord Gravy, who also serves as another beefy wall to prevent immediate damage to the boss, but if you can blitz down the Old Horn, the Jones could usually die before they even spawn. The only way you'd be able to get value out of her in the last stage is if you lure. Outside of this stage, Juri is a fairly solid damage option for Jones. Keep in mind that she does hug the base due to her LD, which can cause issues on the 3rd stage if you aren't careful. Juri also comes packed with Behemoth Slayer. When it comes to her non-target behemoths, she sports an effective 73,000 HP and deals an effective 91,000 damage. When up against floating angel behemoths, these numbers go up to 184,000 HP and 164,000 damage respectively. Her stats for general behemoths are fairly solid, but her matchups against her targets are amazing for the most part. For Rajukan, she's an insane powerhouse, being able to effortlessly juggle the beast and keep them stalled. Although keep in mind, Juri's multi-hit means that she's only able to get her first hit on against Rajukan, as her damage exceeds Rajukan's endurance of 77,000 HP, but she still deals a solid 95,000 damage against the beast. Her matchup against Hazuku is a bit more iffy due to her standing and Hazuku's LD and risking losing a ton of health, especially due to the surge and any possible support that aids the bird. However, Hazuku usually tends to be paired with very little support, and in stages where you can pin the bird to the base easily, Juri's base hugging actually turns into an advantage as it allows her to stand inside Hazuku's blind spot. As for other behemoth enemies, the most notable ones she's fairly strong against include Rangmaster and DNL. For Rangmaster, she can easily outrange the Anteater, and several of Rangmaster's stages have them paired with angel enemies like Downpour Jungle Area 15 or Inferno Crater Area 13, giving her more potential damage output. As for DNL, her wave immunity means she won't get chunked and frozen to death by the horse. DNL, just like Rangmaster, is also commonly paired with her target traits, like in both Archaeology 401 results and analysis, as well as Infernal Crater Area 16. One last behemoth to mention is Kurokroc. While she won't be nuking it out of existence, the combination of her weakened immunity and her Behemoth Slayer means she could take a sizable chunk out of the Croc's health in one cycle. The first Kurokroc stage, Archaeology 501 Planning, also features a wide range of angels, giving her more value there, and Archaeology 501 Results also sees DNL, giving her wave immunity use as well. So, how good is Juri? Well, Juri is an extremely powerful anti-floating angel unit capable of dealing serious damage against these two traits. Her immunities give her usage against plenty of relevant enemies like Winged Piggy and Yukan. Her Colossus Slayer makes her an amazing option for both XL and most of the Jumbo Jones stages. Being a built-in Behemoth Slayer also gives her a ton of utility in Behemoth stages as well, from early Behemoth content to even endgame Behemoth content. With all that said, I want to thank you for watching this analysis of Juri. If you thought this insight was interesting, then be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy Battle Cats content, and comment down below your thoughts on them. I'd love to hear what you all think. Also, shout out to the following channel members: Dr. Deadly, Gamet, Ian Dean, Ninja Stars, Virus El Perro, Just a Shark, Potato King, Gross Cat the Best, Let's Go Gaming, Atsushi, King Wolf, Janek Altenberg, Clamorous, Barely Grover, Jade Rabbit, and Mustafa for being silver members or higher. If you want to receive a shoutout like these channel members here, then become a silver member or higher today. Becoming a channel member supports what I do in a way that helps keep the lights on, and allows me to continue making content for all of you to watch. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day.